the embargo that's been implemented on Syria.
Syrian President Bashar al-Assad says Western countries publicly attack the Syrian government and secretly associate with it.
More difficulties for the people.
The Syrian army targets IS and al-Nusra Front positions in different parts of the country and restores al-Malah fields in Aleppo. United Nations Special Envoy to Syria Syrian TV announces that a new round of Syrian peace talks will be held soon. Russian President Vladimir Putin calls his Turkish counterpart after President Erdogan's apology for the death of the Russian pilot. US-backed Syrian Democratic Forces seize thousands of Islamic State documents and digital devices near Manbij, northern Syria. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Hiba Shadoud and you're watching Middle East Channel. In an interview with the Australian SBS channel, Syrian President Bashar al-Assad said that Western countries have double standards. They criticize the Syrian government openly, but continue to deal with it in private. The president said, "They attack us politically, and then they send officials to deal with us under the table, especially the security, including your government," referring to Australia. He also said that the Syrian army is fighting terrorists, and this cannot be called butchery. Battles are still ongoing on the Syrian land. The Syrian army advanced in areas controlled by IS and al-Nusra Front terrorist organizations, destroying 3 positions and many vehicles near Homs. It also restored al-Malah fields in Aleppo, where many clashes are taking place. More in this report.
The Syrian Air Force destroyed 3 IS positions and a number of vehicles after targeting their strongholds in the south of Palmyra in Homs. It also targeted 3 other positions and 13 vehicles that belong to IS fighters in Al-Huwaiqa, Al-Hamidiyya, near Al-Thurda mountain in the east of Deir ez-Zor province. In Aleppo, the Syrian army managed to recapture Al-Malah fields after losing them during the truce that had been breached by the extremists before. Moreover, the Syrian army engaged with a group that was transferring weapons and ammunition to the extremist groups in Dar'a city, killing all of its members. It also destroyed 2 IS vehicles in Bir al-Rasi'i area in the countryside of the southern Suwaida province.
The UN Special Envoy to Syria, Staffan de Mistura, affirmed that continuing the negotiations that aim finding a solution for the Syrian crisis depends on 2 major factors. Firstly, delivering the biggest amount possible of humanitarian aid to the residents of besieged areas in Syria. And secondly, on the new deal between Russia and the United States about the details of the Geneva negotiations. He stated that all parties should feel the danger of the situation and warned also of the possibility of stopping the whole negotiations if the political process did not pick up by next August. De Mistura seems to be insistent on finding a breakthrough in the political process, despite the breaches of the declared truce and the different points of USA and Russia, the major players in the Syrian conflict. After the tension in the Russian-Turkish relations due to the Turkish downing of the Russian jet last year, a phone call on Wednesday morning seemed to start a new phase in the relation between the 2 countries. The phone call came after Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan apologized to Russia for the killing of the Russian pilot in Syria. More details in the following report.
2 days after President Erdogan's surprise apology to Russia for downing a Russian warplane, resulting in the death of its pilot, President Vladimir Putin told Erdogan in a phone call on Wednesday morning that he would instruct his government to start talks with Turkish side in order to restore the mutually beneficial cooperation in trade, economy, and other domains. In addition to the apology that Erdogan expressed in his sympathy and deep condolences to the killed pilot's family, Ankara has promised to prosecute the person responsible for the death of the Russian pilot. This incident could be a major turning point in the Russian-Turkish relations, as Russia has been consistently demanding the halt of the tourist flow through its borders with Syria, and also stopping Turkey's financial and logistic support to the tourist organizations.
The US-backed Syrian Democratic Forces have been gaining ground around IS-held northern Syrian city of Manbij, which is located on the supply route linking Turkey and the Islamic State's stronghold of Raqqa. According to media reports, SDF fighters have seized propaganda leaflets, maps, cell phones, and more than 10,000 documents that contain textbooks, laptops, and digital storage devices. SDF has been advancing towards the city of Manbij since the 31st of May. The number of Syrian series this Ramadan is at its peak since the beginning of the Syrian war, with each series reflecting different points of view of the Syrian conflict and its social and political implications. MEC's Marwa Atiya made this report.
The holy month of Ramadan and its unique atmosphere is a season to follow up on what's new in Ramadan TV series, which will premiere on TV during this month. Some series have won people's admiration to the extent that the airing dates of these shows became a time for family to gather.
I'm watching 3 series. These series are so good and they are conveying their real life during this crisis.
There are many Syrian series that I'm watching. The thing that attracts me to watch them is very beautiful stories. The actors are varied between old and young actors.
The only thing that attracts me to watch the series is that they are tackling the crisis we are facing. The ideas are reflecting the crisis.
Syrian drama this year managed to overcome the 5 years of disappointment in production, the circumstances of the country, and the expensive cost required by some works. The amount of production has reached more than 30 series for the current season of Ramadan, and this is the highest production rate in the country since 2011.
The
Syrian series are very distinctive this year. Filming them inside Syria is almost a miracle, because the production requirements are really complicated. The positive point is that the production never stopped.
The works varied this year between drama, comedy, and the Damascene Environment series, in addition to the works that tackled the Syrian crisis. And these series have successfully conveyed reality in this particular domain.
Ramadan TV series, especially the Syrian ones, have proven their ability to attract the audience and reach a high view rate in all the Arab TV channels. Marwa Atiya, MEC, Damascus.
Thank you very much for watching Middle East Channel, and for more information please visit us on our website me-channel.com.